Mr. Blake Hollingsworth, not the morning person, but I do think you got a lot of upside, man. First of all, hey, thank you guys for coming out. Really appreciate the opportunity to get to work with you. All the feedback we're giving you, again, the goal is to give you the honest truth as far as we see it, and help you make better decisions about where you're going to be spending your time moving forward. And so first we're going to start off with just an energy rating. So meaning scale of 1 to 10. If 10 is like, dude, you're trying to throw it like a Aroldis Chapman, which is real fast, and 1 is like you just get out of bed. I'm going to tell you the truth. You passed on the mobility assessment 9 out of 9. And then, so when I say this to you, I'm telling you that I believe you have a lot of upside and potential, but I'm going to give you a 5 out of 10 for the energy rating. All right, and so when you watch this right here, what I'm talking about more specifically is when you go ahead and you get down to the stride foot contact moment, how aggressively does it look like you're trying to rotate this throwing shoulder through the target, okay? And I think that you were dealing with some arm pain because you didn't, I noticed that you didn't finish the reps. But I'm giving you, like I said, a 5 out of 10. So just generally speaking, if you want to throw harder, like we got to throw harder more often, which means we got to change the goal from, hey, let's just play catch and hit a spot to, hey, let's get aggressive and let's blow it up. Let's throw the shoulder through the target aggressively. And so next thing we're going to talk about is biomechanics. And I'm going to give you a 6. So 5 and a 6, which means, dude, you got a ton of upside because your arm action, when we talk about, so handbrake, and now your hands are braking, and now this is what we're going to call the pickup phase. You're clean, everything's on time. Now, going back a little bit in time, here's the theme. You're too much on the toe. We got to get the middle of the foot. We got to get the whole foot flattened to the ground to be able to activate the glute and the hamstring, okay, which are going to be major power producers for you as well as major power acceptors on the front side. And so, although the energy is all starting from the ground and moving its way up, so you're on the ball of the foot or up on the toe almost. And now, even though it looks like everything's on time, when you look at how this transfers to your front foot, I mean, dude, you're not even close to getting into your heel. So your glutes and your hamstrings are not even getting involved in this game, which your body's saying, hey, look, I don't have enough stability on my front leg to be able to really aggressively rotate that shoulder through the target. So just generally speaking, getting a little bit more work in with Tony and spending time with rotational med ball throws, and then some real posterior chain dominant moves like the roll-in throw, the rocker throw, teaching you how to get into the middle of the foot. I like the analogy of, hey, you're pushing an upside down pyramid into the ground with your foot. So the weight's right there in the middle. The other way is like gaining weight like you're on a scale. But because what ends up happening here, I'm not sure exactly where your pain was. We'll follow up. But dude, your external rotation of your shoulder is fantastic. When you see the balls right here, that's at 90 degrees, so that's world class. So your arm action has the makings of being something really special, and I'm not just telling you that. But you got a little bit of work to do in the lower half because you can't fire a cannon from a canoe, Hollingsworth. All right. But then what happens is, because you don't have stability, you'll notice that your head starts to pull off line right here instead of your shoulder being able to aggressively rotate through the target and staying on line. You just start to get that contralateral tilt, and then you'll see right here. Boom. Oh, work with me here. I'm going to find this frame. Here we go. All right. So you can see here, if it's medial elbow pain that you have happening, it's this bang right here. Your elbow is getting hyperextended again because watch, your posture's going this way. Your arm's trying to hold on for dear life. It's also going to put a ton of stress on the lever arm as a whole right in here at the shoulder socket on the rotator cuff. So the lower half getting cleaned up and you learning how to lead leg block more effectively is going to be the main mechanical focus. And then once we get that thing solid, I don't think it's going to take too long. It's just going to take a desire for you to want to work at it. Dude, you really have potential to take off. I'm talking about being able to gain 12, 15 miles an hour in a year, again, if it's something you decide you want to do. So again, we appreciate the opportunity. Dude, you got a ton of upside. If you want to do the work, the sky's the limit.